Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to set up the menu entry swapper in RuneLite. What I mean by this is you can set it up so that if you're fishing or maybe pickpocketing or doing any other activity, I can set it up so that harpoon is the first option. So if I want to just click over here and fish sharks, I don't have to right click harpoon. I can just left click and have it be harpoon automatically. Same would go be if I wanted to pickpocket the Knights of Ardoin or this man here, I could have it so it's left click, pickpocket instead of having to right click. Makes skilling a little bit easier. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to set that up. So in RuneLite, what you need to do is go ahead and make your way to this wrench configuration to open up the configuration menu. And then in the search bar, type in menu entry swapper. And you don't actually need to modify anything by editing the plugin. Everything we're going to use is the default plugin. But if you do want to look into the menu itself, the items within, you can make some changes and customize by hitting that cog. But we don't need to do that. All we need to do is enable the plugin by hitting this switch up here. So now I've enabled the plugin. So now I need to set up the menus the way I want them to be set up. So to do that, what I need to do is click the, in this example here, I'm gonna make it so harpoon is the top option, so I can left click. What I need to do is I need to hold the shift key down, and while holding the shift key down, right click the item you want to customize, in this case, the fishing spot. And then here you can see there's more menu options. There's two different swaps, and I'll go over both of those just so you can see. But we're gonna really wanna focus on swap left click. So if I click swap left click to harpoon, you'll see here that if I stop holding shift and I right click this fishing spot, it's harpoon. It's actually going to work on every shark fishing spot, not just this one right here. It's different for NPCs. You have to actually do it for each NPC. But when it comes to fishing, it's just the fishing activity. So in this case, fishing sharks, it's always going to be left click. But as you saw, there's another option. What's the other option mean? So I'm holding shift now again, and I pull up menu. But you can see here, when I'm holding shift, net is still on top. So the difference between swap left click and swap shift click is if I want to hold shift and click, it's going to be back to the default, or unless I want to switch it over to harpoon in this case. Otherwise, if I just do the non-shift method that I'm used to, it's always going to be harpoon. And then if I want to switch it back to normal, all I need to do is hold that shift key again, right click, and then I can select net right here. Sometimes it does get messed up, and you do need to hit reset, and I'll show that example in a second as well. But if I hit reset, this is going to reset everything back to the default pre me messing with it. But let me go ahead and show you an example of what could happen with this man here. So I still have the menu entry swapper open. I want to make pickpocket my first option. So I'm going to hold shift down. I'm going to right click the man, and then I'm going to swap left click command to pickpocket. And now if I were to left click, it would always be pickpocket. But not always can I reset this back. So let's see if it's the same with this man. If I right click him and I want to set it back to the defaults, you can actually see here the first option for attack is not there. I can never set it so attack is first. What I figured out is if you ever want to have attack be the first option again, when you do this, you can obviously turn off the plugin itself, attack's going to be back. But I don't want to turn off the plugin. I want to keep the plugin enabled because that's a little tedious to always disable and enable a plugin just for one or two NPCs that I want to pickpocket or talk to. So what you need to do if you ever want to fix this, if this ever happens to you, just hold shift, right click the man again, and then go to that menu on a switch and just hit reset. And now attack is going to be that first option again. And that is how you set up the menu entry swapper in RuneLite. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. And I hope to see you all in future videos.